Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 9 of Psychic Circus. This week Ray is back with us. I hope you enjoyed last week with Tim Hogan and UFOs, aliens, and more. Hope you guys are excited to call in this week, and let's go to Lars and Ray.
How you doing, everybody? Dr. Lars Dingman here, the iTunes Psychic. Welcome to yet another episode of Psychic Circus right here on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. As per normal, I am joined by one of LA's top celebrity psychics with me. You know him, you love him. He's the space cowboy. It's Psychic Ray LA. Welcome back to the program, Psychic Ray LA.
It's good to be back, Dr. Lars.
You're not wearing your cowboy vest today. What happened?
I dry cleaned the damn thing, and so I thought I'd wear my little alien abduction tie-dyed outfit today.
Yeah, talk us through. There's a lot going on that particular outfit.
Now, there's the mothership.
Right.
And there is the person getting beamed up down here, all done in batik or tie-dyed. And, I don't know, it was in celebration of, my abduction was, many, many years ago around this, I think it was this month.
Was it? You were abducted? You were abducted in March. We had, I don't know if you watched the program last week, but we had a UFO alien expert on the program. Timothy was on, and Tim Hogan, and had some amazing stories that he got via the Rosicrucians and the Masons and the Knights Templar about how the Egyptians truly built the pyramids and how we are communicating with UFOs. He thinks that there are aliens living among us now. It was a very interesting show. He didn't take any calls. He was just so fascinating. We just talked for an hour. It was wonderful. But this week, we're going to be taking phone calls from you once again. The number is 833-DINGMAN. You give us a call, and we will give you a psychic reading. I will give you one. Ray will give you one. For my reading, I'm going to need the last 3 songs that you randomly heard. And this is because this is how the universe communicates to you. Sound is a vibration. Music is a vibration. So if you're hearing songs randomly that you don't understand why you're hearing them, the universe is trying to communicate with you. And I'm able to decode. I'm like a universe whisperer, right? Yeah, I hear those 3 songs. I'm able to figure out what the universe is trying to tell you. And I will share that with you. And then you tell Ray your birth date. And he can, how do you use that? I don't understand why. Someone's talking to you on the phone.
It's in the numbers, every single number in the birthday, like 19, let's say a 79, they all stand for a different vibration, and they also stand for a different orbit of the person's life, what they're moving into, whether it's career successes, could be, sickness, illness, disease, all of that's in there. It's all in your birthday.
But doesn't that mean that everyone born on the same date has the exact same future and personality? That's what I've never understood. Can 2 people born on the same day be different?
That's a good question because, I think that they run a similar vibe all the way through their life. I really do. If I've met someone who was born on my birthday and same year, same everything, but different location. And the vibe was true. We had breakups during a certain time. We had this happen. We had, certain career things happen during a certain period of time. So I think it kind of holds true. Like I wouldn't want to marry somebody on the same birth date as myself. That'd be like looking in a mirror.
Well, but so does that mean that once you're born, your future is predetermined? What happens to free will?
Well, I think there is free will within it. In the aspect of numerology or using the numbers, you always have the master number that's with you, basically saying that you can choose a particular outcome or a particular potential, because there's hundreds of potentials to choose from, but You are the one choosing. You are the one choosing to go to the left or to the right or make something work for yourself.
Okay, so you're given a bunch of potentials, and free will chooses the road on the left, the road in the middle, the road on the right, or whatever happens to be. Okay, that makes sense.
You can choose.
All right, well, we're going to find out what you're choosing as you're moving through your life. If you have questions on love, relationships, work, business, your future, whatever it may be, we can shine a little light on it. Just give us a call at 833-DINGMAN. That's 833-DINGMAN, and we will do that for you. Those of you that watched the program last week, we did talk about the Egyptians and how they built the pyramids, and Tim Timothy Hogan, very fascinating author, talked about a substance called manna, which is written about in the Bible. Something that is supposedly, you're able to produce it from just seawater using alchemy techniques that he didn't go into. And it supposedly makes things float, makes things lighter. So his basic thesis was the Egyptians used this manna in some way to make these giant blocks, these giant limestone blocks that the pyramids were made from, and they floated them into place and put them down. Now, some people may think that that's a crazy theory. I happen to think personally that thinking that they were built by slaves using ropes and pulleys is a crazy theory because it's impossible. Yeah. That's one of the enduring mysteries of this world, is that clearly the pyramids exist, they're there, but no one to this date has been able to prove how they were built.
Yeah.
What system, what construction system they were used to build. So think about it. If you were an alien intelligence and you wanted to leave a message for people in the future that you were here and that you had magical powers, that's what you would do, right? You'd build a big stone something.
You'd leave your print somewhere.
Right.
And a crop circle, same thing. You kind of wonder, are all the crop circles, all like 300 and something of them, fake? I don't think so.
I don't think they're all. And if one of them's real, that's all it takes.
That's what it takes.
They have appeared in various ways and forms overnight, very intricately formed. I think they are real and genuine. There's an intelligence trying to communicate with us Earthlings. The problem is there's no intelligence among the Earthlings to communicate with. So that's one of the reasons this show is on the air, to try and educate and lift the consciousness of the world, one reading at a time. You can get your reading by calling us at 833-DINGMAN. Are the phone lines open? Okay, the phone lines are open at 833-DINGMAN. You just give us a call. You don't have to use your real name. If you want to change your name, you can do that. But I do need the last 3 song titles that you did really randomly here, and Ray needs your real birthday. After that, whatever happens, happens.
Many people lie about their birthdays, and I always get upset.
Well, yeah, but then you're going to get someone else's future if you don't give Ray the right date and year.
You got to give me the year.
Right.
Everyone hides the year, and I go, look, we don't know who you are, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, we can't see you. It's just a phone call. We're good psychics, but we're not that good. We can't see you. Unless you want to be seen. If you want to call us in on Skype with your video, we can do that too. But we find that it's easier for the anonymity factor if people just call us in, and we do it that way. Also, if anyone has any questions about what we talked about last week with Timothy, I'll do my best to answer them as well. But we really wanted to open up the phone lines again this week to get some people calling in who want to find out about their future. You can do that at 833-DINGMAN. I think we've got our first call coming in. That's the sound of the call. And then you answer it. And then we talk to the person. Hello, this is Lars and Ray. Who's this? Hello? Hello?
Call back.
Do you have the volume up on the Skype? Hello, are you there? Okay, well, hang up and someone else will call in.
Try calling back again.
Yeah, call back again. I don't understand why you would call and then hang up unless there's some sort of technical problem that we're not aware of, which would be rare, right? That never happens on this program.
No.
833-DINGMAN is the phone number that you can call in with. We've been doing this. I've been doing this podcast for about 4 years now. Started on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We're on SoundCloud as well. And then we started doing this video podcast on New Year's Eve of last year.
Oh, yeah.
And we've been doing it every Saturday night ever since. We'll continue doing it for a while. Having a fun time doing it. And we do it for you folks. Most of the time, if people want to get a psychic reading from someone, it can be very expensive or embarrassing or whatever. We don't charge for our services here on the air. We do it as a way to help make the world a better place.
Yeah, and you must be a hit at a party too. You must ask people what.
I love doing that. Yeah. Although the problem in a party is everyone's heard the same last 3 songs. If there's music going on at the party, so everyone's got the same future. It doesn't quite work as well. This is Lars and Ray. Who's calling?
Hi, my name is Dara.
Gareth?
Dara, D-A-R-A,
Okay, Gareth, where are you calling from?
Los Angeles.
Okay, what are the last 3 songs you randomly heard, Gara?
I think it was Blow the Whistle by Too Short, Are You Gonna Go My Way by Lenny Kravitz, and Good Day by Nappy Roots.
Okay, so it's, what was the first one? Blow the what?
Blow the Whistle.
Blow the whistle. I have such horrible handwriting. Can you see that? It's just bad. Blow the whistle. Are you going my way? And good day.
Yeah, Are You Gonna Go My Way?
Are you gonna go my way? Got it. All right. So Gary, your 3 songs are Blow the Whistle, Are You Gonna Go My Way, and Good Day. Do you have a specific question you would like answered? A specific topic that you want to focus on?
Yeah, so I sent you a message earlier this week on Meetup, and I wanted to talk to you about some of the alien experiences that I had throughout my childhood and the recurring dreams that I'm having right now.
Yes. Okay. So this is about your encounter with an alien intelligence. We'll focus on that, shall we? And then we'll get it.
Yeah.
Then after we give you our readings, then you can tell us about your experience. I do remember getting that email. All right, Gara. So you want to know about your alien experience, and the 3 last songs that you randomly heard were Blow the Whistle, Are You Going My Way, and Good Day.
Yeah, Are You Gonna Go My Way?
Are you going to go my way? Okay. Well, clearly, I think these 3 songs are all about your abduction. First of all, Blow the Whistle. Just by calling in today, you're telling the world that you were abducted. You believe you were abducted by aliens. We'll find out in a moment if that was true or not. So that's your past. The way these works, the 3 songs, the first song is your past, the second song is your present, the third song is your future. So your past song, Blow the Whistle, you're fixing that right now. You're calling into us and telling us about your experience. So this is something important that you need to share with the world, because the world needs to find out about it in general and in your experience specifically. Your present song, Are You Going My Way? You're hitching a ride. You're going somewhere, as in up into an alien spacecraft or into their world in some way. Are you going my way? Am I going with them? I think you did, because your third song is Good Day, and that's your future, right? Good Day. So by investigating this, and first of all, acknowledging a lot of people that have alien experiences black them out, or they don't remember them, or they're so frightening that they don't want to remember them. So I think what the universe is telling you is that this experience that you had with these aliens a while ago is something that is not fearful, that should not be frightening to you, rather, and something that you can learn from. And it'll be a good day when you can internalize it and find out if, in fact, you are going their way. If you did go their way. If you are somehow still psychically linked to these aliens. So I think the general message that I'm getting from these 3 songs, Blow the Whistle, Are You Going My Way, and Good Day, is that this alien abduction experience that you think you had, A, actually happened, right? Because you're blowing the whistle on it. We're finding out that it is true. And B, it's going to be a good thing for you. It's going to be a good day that you can embrace it and try and understand it better. That's what I'm seeing. Ray, now give your birth date to Ray, and he will give you his interpretation.
February 25th, 1970.
Okay, so these, I'm sorry, I didn't get your name again.
Gara, G-A-R-A.
Dara, D-A-R-A.
These abductions have been regular and ongoing, is what I'm getting.
Oh.
They're happening in your in-between state, your dream state, or your theta state, your delta and theta state.
Is that when she's falling asleep or when she's waking up? When is that?
You're falling asleep, and then during your sleep, it says that you've definitely been visited and contacted. It also says that there's a group of them a very serious, wise council of, if you want to call them a council, I guess, or a federation. Some people call it a galactic federation. For some reason, they're choosing you to be able to express something or say something and to write something. There's a woman that her name was Tuella, of all things, great name, and she made contact with the Federation of Light, and she was abducted many different times, and she wrote a bunch of books. You can find the books if you look on the internet. They're by Tuella, Tuilla, Tuella, and she talks about her contact. You're supposed to be doing something and expressing something with this communication that you have with them, is what I get. I also get that there's a lot of mysterious things going on with you that you don't really understand around you. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I mean, you've made contact. The important thing is you can also read a book by John Mack, who was a Harvard professor, and he legitimized alien contact. John Mack, he's got some great books out there, so that you don't feel alone in this, I think, is part of it. I do get, and I know it sounds a little weird to be able to diagnose the actual group contacting, but I think they're Pleiadian energies that are contacting you. They're Pleiadian energies.
From the Pleiades?
From the Pleiades.
Which supposedly is one of the alien races that has been visiting Earth for a long, long time, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
for a very long time, and responsible for many of the things that we built on Earth, and temples and monuments, all kinds of things.
So it sounds like what you're saying, Ray, jives with what I'm saying. These people have selected her, and they want to know, are you going my way? They want you to help them get
Absolutely.
they want her to write or do something?
Right. They want to do you to think the way that they think is a very different philosophy, a very different energy. It's a very different conceptual reality, perceptual, and they want you to think go their way, basically going their way. Now, the good day is what's up ahead of you. Dr. Lars predicted that beyond I could. And he knows that something good is going to come out of this.
I see some sort of creative endeavor from Gara.
Yeah.
Have you? Let's talk now about your. First of all, do these readings land with you in any way? Does it make sense? Is it?
Definitely, yes.
How so? Talk to us about it.
So I had contact with aliens when I thought I was 2 years old, but my mom told me I was like a year and 2 months old. And my sister was just like, I think two months old. And we had just come home from a party at my granddaddy's house. It was his birthday, and we were laying in bed with my mom, and she was patting me and my sister to sleep. And my brothers had forgotten some change on the counter windowsill downstairs, so they went to get it, and they started yelling, Mom, a UFO, a UFO. And she's like, what are you talking about, boy? Ain't no UFO. And like, Mom, a flying saucer, flying saucers. So they come tearing up the stairs, and they open the Venetian blinds, and we live at a cul-de-sac in a suburb of Cincinnati called Silverton, and you could see the tree right in the middle of the circle where the cul-de-sac turned around. There was this tree, and the UFO was like hovering over there. And one of my earliest memories is being in my mother's arms, or actually in my brother's arms, because my mom was holding my sister. And when I talked to my mom about it later, she said she got really scared because the door closed behind us, and she thought we might get locked out. So when I saw them, my first thought was, oh my God, you came just like you promised. You came like you said you would. And
this is when you were 1 year old? You already felt...
Like, I asked my mom about it later, and I said, do you remember seeing the UFO? And she said, yeah, I remember seeing it. I also saw the being driving the craft, but then I would ask her later, and she doesn't say that. But my brother, Greg, so I have two older brothers. Steve is 11 years older than me. Greg was 9 years older. and Denise was a year and 4 days younger than me. So, so Greg said that's not what happened, that they came and took us. And when the next day, like my mom called the police, and of course that, you know, they thought she was crazy. And my mom's sister and her kids live like sorry, just a second.
That's them calling you back.
My sister lives like a few neighborhoods over, and they saw it too. But as soon as I got, like my brothers went to school the next day, and they were saying that they told people about it, and they got so teased so much about it that they never spoke about it again, except for my brother Greg, who told his science teacher. He would talk about it to his science teacher. But since I was so young, like I didn't care, and I remember being really little and like dancing around the living room table going, I saw a UFO, I saw a UFO, I saw a flying saucer, I saw a flying saucer. And I remember I would tell my sister, we would be in the basement looking at Parliament's Funkadelic album, and there was like, you know, like aliens and Nubians on it. And I told my sister, like, that's the reason why they're here, because they're my family. And I said, I mean, I'm your family too, like I'm your sister, but they're also my family. That's why they're here. So when I got old enough to go and play by myself, I went down the street, and there was a family that lived there named the Keepners, and they had a son my brother's age named Freddie, and he's like the only white kid on the street, and he had like bright red hair, and I remember he loved to climb trees. He could climb like nobody's business. But I remember like going to their house constantly, asking for permission to play in their backyard. And I remember it so clearly because I would love to walk around barefoot, and I would always stump my toe, my big toe, and it would always bleed every time I went to their backyard. So I know I spent a lot of time in that backyard, and in the yard there was like this big patch of earth where nothing grew, and there was like this voice that I used to hear talking to me. And one day, like all the kids in my neighborhood on my street were in the backyard, and they could hear it too. And the voice was saying something to me, like, do you want to hear my dog bark? And I said, yeah, let me hear your dog bark. And Freddie had a dog. He had a wiener dog, but it didn't sound like his dog. It didn't sound like a dog coming in the neighborhood. Like, it sounded like it was coming from under the ground. And I remember my sister walking across the earth, and I'm like, get off, you're going to hurt it. And then one of the older boys, the teenage boys, said, oh, this is just a trick. Freddie's trying to trick us. And then the voice said, no, it's not a trick. And all of a sudden, it said, no, it's not a trick, and I'll prove it to you. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this white pillar candle appeared with this flame flickering. It stayed there for a few moments, and then it disappeared.
A candle just appeared floating in midair?
Well,
Yeah.
that happened.
And so, like, I would continue to play there, and he had a swing set that didn't have any swings on it anymore, and I used to play there to practice my gymnastics. And there was this woman that lived in the backyard behind him, and she started yelling at me, and she told me, get out of that yard, get out of that yard. And I was so confused, and I said, but I'm allowed to be here. I asked permission. They said I could be here anytime. And she said, I don't care what they said. You get out of that yard. You hear me? And she scared me so bad, like I ran away. And I don't think I ever went back to that yard. And then, like, maybe half a year later, I was a Girl Scout going around selling my cookies back when that was safe to do.
Right.
And I knocked on her door. I didn't know which house it was. And she opened the door, and she looked at me, and she said, you're that little girl that's always in the backyard, aren't you? And you listen to me, and you listen to me good. You stay away from that backyard. You hear me? You stay away from that backyard. And again, I ran away, and I don't think I ever went back to that yard. But one of the things I remember that voice telling me is that I was going to grow up to be a famous actress and singer, and that that I had a message to deliver the world because the world was in trouble, but I was going to go through some really hard times myself, and So now, like, I
Are
moved
you an
from that
actress
house-
or a singer currently?
Yes, I am.
Boom. Well, I think
Yeah.
I think the reason you called in today, I think what your songs and what you're reading from Ray says is that it's time for you to write your story, to communicate your story, whether you sing it or whether you write it into a play or write it into a book. I think that's what these songs are. Blow the whistle. Tell the world, right? Are you going my way? Yeah, it sounds like you are. You certainly believe that this is all true, and it's time for you to share your message. And when you do, it's your third song. It'll be a good day.
Yeah, I picked a few cards while we were talking. There's this one here, which is the Nine of Diamonds, is new ideas, new concepts, new songs, but there's a message that you want to sing and be able to communicate to people. Then I picked also this one. The King of Diamonds is someone who's going to help produce and put this together for you. Have you thought about all that?
Well, I know my brother told me I should write a book about it, but
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's
Yeah,
difficult.
I
It's
am,
difficult to
but
write a book.
I-
It takes a lot of time and effort. But I think
yeah.
you were selected. It sounds to me, based on Ray's reading, on my reading, and the story that you just told us, is that you were selected. And this may not even be your first lifetime here on
Yeah,
Earth.
absolutely.
You were selected by these people. You may even be one of them. Timothy last week was telling us that there are people from other planets living here on Earth. You could be one of them, and maybe that's what you'll discover when you
Could
write your story.
definitely could have a hybrid gene in you. A lot of people, they claim are hybrids, and at a certain time that particular gene pool will get turned on as the aliens start to approach more and more our planet and start coming and integrating with us even further.
It sounds like that's what's happening with Garrett.
Yeah,
Right?
I think that if we placed you in a group of 100,000 people, you might be the only person in the 100,000 people that's been chosen to have that experience. So you have to take it very, very
Yes.
seriously. I mean, what I kept seeing is something that you're going to write and produce. Now, it could be a manuscript, is what I keep seeing, or it could be a film of some kind. Close Encounters of the Third Kind was basically based upon true events. So you've got an experience here that you could market in the marketplace as, an actor, of course, yes, but more in the areas of producing a film or an idea of that production. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, I was actually thinking of making a film about my life, and I was thinking which songs should I use. But yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah, absolutely. You should go ahead and do that because the nice thing about it is I use the cards a lot. Now, this is weird because this card comes up, and this is the Ten of Diamonds. That means that it bears fruits for you. It bears financial. You've had some financial struggles from time to time, but your financial struggles are going to end as a result of putting together a project of this nature. Can you place
Okay.
some? Have you had some financial problems that you've been?
Oh yeah, I'm one of those California EDD people, nightmare from hell. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think this could be a turning point for you, and I think this is what oftentimes when people are compelled to seek us out for readings, it's because the universe has a message for them. Sometimes the universe is just patting people on the back saying you're doing a great job, keep it up. Other times the universe is saying it's time to change your path, trying to do something different. And I think that's what your reading is. You've had these experiences, you know that they are genuine to you, and it's incumbent upon you now to share them with the world and not convince other people of their veracity, but share your story. Just like you said, when your brothers went to school and told their friends, they were mocked because people didn't talk about it back then. But over the years, the more people talk about these experiences, the more they are accepted. And then the more people go, you know what, that happened to me too, but I was too shy to say it.
Absolutely.
So I think you're part of the raising of the consciousness of the planet so that we can join the Galactic Federation and get those cool uniforms.
Yeah.
Like on Star Trek.
I definitely want to get
Oh, you'd look so good in a Star Trek uniform. Little space cowboy, you. A pair of chaps and a Star Trek top. Oh, my God.
I can't wait for Star Trek chaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is wonderful. Thank you so much for calling in, Gara. And please stay in touch.
Thank you.
Stay in touch with me at iTuneSpsychic@gmail.com and keep me apprised of whatever piece of work you do, whether it's a book or a movie or a play or something that shares your experience. I'd be curious to read it and enjoy it.
Okay, I definitely will. Thank you both for your time. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome, Gara. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See, those people are out there, Ray. So many people are I think, back 20, 30 years ago, would be afraid to say anything if they were picked up by aliens.
I mean, 70s, 80s, 90s didn't cater to UFO contacts, and now we're in this day and age with all the movies that are out there. It's more common for people to step forward and say, "Hey, I've had this experience. Help me with it." Like I say, the Harvard professor John Mack, he hypnotized I don't know how many thousands of people, and they found that their experience was 100% legit.
Yeah.
And who am I to say that it's not? Her experience is profound, and she's got to turn it into something that works for her, that makes something for her and helps her.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. It was a great story. Thank you so much for calling in, Gary. I think we got another phone call. This is Lars and Psychic Ray, LA. Who's this?
Hi, my name's Paige.
Paige. Where are you calling from, Paige?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. All right, thanks for calling, Paige. What are the last 3 songs you randomly heard?
What a Shame, Girl, and Rich.
I need a little more volume there. Say them again, please.
Sorry, What a Shame, Girl, and Rich.
Okay. Rick. What a shame. Okay, so Paige, your 3 songs are What a Shame, Girl, and Rick.
Yeah.
Okay, and what question do you have? Romance, business, future? What would you like us to hone in on?
I don't really have any. I'm just curious about the whole thing.
Okay. All right. So your 3 songs are What a Shame, Girl, and Rick. Let's see. What a shame. Have you been involved? Were you involved in the past in a romantic triangle with another friend of yours?
No.
Paige?
No.
Paige?
I don't believe so. Not that I would know of.
Okay. All right. Are you're single now, or you're with someone?
No, I'm in a relationship.
Yeah. Okay. I'm getting. Are you getting like a romantic thing? I'm getting.
Yeah.
I'm getting. I keep seeing.
interest.
Yeah, I'm getting triangles. I'm seeing triangles. Do you have children?
I mean, I'm not. I don't think I'm currently in a triangle.
No. Do you have any children?
Oh, no, I don't have any children.
Okay. Maybe that's it. I think in the past, you could have had children and it didn't happen.
I don't think so. I'm a bit young for that.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's the girl part.
That's possible.
Yeah, that's the girl part. Okay. Well, I see. Is there someone in your life named Rick right now?
No.
Okay. I'm seeing. I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm seeing some sort of a romantic turbulation, friction, something coming down the pike. Maybe focused on a guy named Rick or Richard, or something's coming into your life that's going to throw you a big curveball, and you're going to have to make a choice. And I don't know what the right choice will be. You will know at the time what the right choice will be. But right now, your life is steady and smooth, and something is coming. Not a horrible thing, but a new development in your life connected to a person named Rick or Richard, or and it's an older person than you, an older man than you, who's going to complicate your life in possibly a good way. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing some sort of I don't see anything more clearly than that. I'm seeing, you know how when there's you've been to the Jersey Shore, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, the waves come in and then it gets all foamy, and then the water gets smooth again, and the waves come in and it's foamy, and it's smooth again. You're in a smooth situation, but the waves are about to get very, very foamy, and then they'll be smooth again. But you got some waves coming, and you're going to have to surf them and come out on top. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
What do you see, Ray? Oh, what's your birthday, Paige?
Yeah, let's put your birthday down here.
August 12th, 2003.
What was the first part again? I'm sorry.
August 12th.
August 12th, 2003.
I've got socks older than you, Paige.
Paige, what I see is that there's someone that you like an awful lot that's in the school that you're in. Can you place that?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Yeah, there's somebody in the school that you go to that you talked with recently that you really like a lot, but you haven't gone out.
Okay.
Does that ring true, Paige?
I don't think so.
All right, because it says that.
Not that I'm aware of. Because we're in quarantine, I don't talk to a whole lot of people, so other than my best friend, not really.
No, there's somebody looking at you, and you've looked at them, just glance, but they've looked more at you. It's someone that's someone who plays sport. I see him as a swimmer. I
was getting water too. Yeah, I was getting the waves.
Lars was saying that it starts with an R, and I believe it's the same thing. That there's someone that wants to ask you out. They got close to it, but you just need to, when they approach you and talk to you, just open up with them. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. Don't stay.
Well, she's also in a relationship now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the complication that I'm seeing.
That's the complication, yeah. There's also a David, D-A-V-I-D, that is interested in you.
She's very popular, Paige. Paige is
popular,
very popular.
Very popular.
All the popular kids call our show.
and the nice thing about you is, are you artistic at all?
A little bit, yeah.
Because it shows the art career ahead of you. Get involved in computer, graphics, design, orientation, painting. Get your creative self out there, because I keep seeing creativity around you, and you excelling very, very well in it. Have you tried painting before?
Yes, I'm not very good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I have.
Well, if you're 17, you're no good, you might as well quit. Your career's over.
Essentially.
No.
I'm kidding, Paige. You're young. You should try everything.
What I keep seeing is a collage in front of you. It's a collage, not just painting, but it's multimedia. Multimedia. Cut out things from newspaper, magazine.
Like a vision board,
painting.
Ray.
Vision board.
Like the vision board you have at home with all your alien friends on it and your cowboy outfits.
My reptilians.
Yeah.
Yes. But I do see that you need to pursue the areas definitely of your creative career. You're going to be astounding in it, to be honest with you. Whether your parents want to fund it or not, I don't know. That's another story. And also, a person whose name is Tom. Can you place Tom's name?
I'm sorry, could you say that again? I
Sure.
couldn't really hear the question.
Let me get a little closer here. Can you place Tom's name, a Thomas or a Tom?
No.
Okay, because be on the lookout for someone whose name is Tom and Thomas, Tommy, that comes over and starts to talk with you. It's a good connection. It's a friendship-based connection. And this individual is musically talented and also artistically talented as well, too. You know?
Wow, you got a lineup of dudes outside your house, it sounds like.
Yes.
Paige, you got Rick and Tom and David?
Yeah, they're flying by.
Yeah, boy, the minute this COVID thing is over, you're going to sell tickets. So I think that's what we're seeing. I think we're seeing that there are romantic opportunities coming your way, artistic opportunities coming your way in the future, and girl, it's all good. It's all good for girl. It's all good for you. You got
a lot of stuff ahead of you.
bright future.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yep, thank you.
Thank you so much for
Thank
calling,
you.
Paige. Bye
All
bye.
right, you guys have a good night.
You too.
Thank
Bye bye.
you. What a nice girl.
Very nice girl, but boy,
What a lineup.
all the boys are starting to sniff around Paige. Can you imagine if you were 17 years old and you've been locked in your house for a year and a half and suddenly it's okay to make out again?
Well, think about all those guys that have been sniffing.
That's what I mean. They're starting, they're like Wolverines circling to kill. Like she's a little hurt fawn in the forest and they're just going to pounce.
And mark my words that this girl's going to come up in the artistic world with her own style, her own design, her own everything. We'll hear about her later.
Okay, I hope so. Paige, stay in close contact with us. You can always email me at itunespsychic@gmail.com if you have, if in fact someone named Rick or David or Tom comes floating into your life anytime soon. The vibe I'm getting is the relationship she's in right now has got an expiration date.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's some new stuff coming down the pike.
You're absolutely right. 100% right. Didn't want to say it, but she's still with the guy.
Right. Oh, hey, all right, this is Lars and Psychic Ray LA. Who's this?
Hi, this is Anna.
Anna, how are you?
I'm good. How are you two?
I'm excellent. All three of our callers so far on this show, four-letter names. Gara,
Anna.
Paige, Anna.
Well, mine is one N.
Oh, A-N-A?
Yes.
All right, so you're a palindrome. Yeah.
Sure.
You know what a palindrome is?
No.
It's a word that's the same backwards as forwards. Otto, O-T-T-O,
Gotcha.
Anna,
A-N-N-A.
Like race car.
race car. Exactly. Yes.
Mine is Yar.
You're not a palindrome.
No, I'm definitely not.
No.
I wish I was. You've got a great name there.
Yeah, you do, Anna. Where you calling from, Anna?
From Michigan.
Oh, Michigan. I love Michigan. All right, what are the last three songs you've randomly heard?
All right, was Don't Stop by Foster the People, Madness by Muse, and the last one was Burning Pile by Mother Mother.
Okay, Anna, so your three songs are Don't Stop, Madness, and Burning Pile.
Yes.
Okay, do you have a specific question you'd like answered?
I don't have a specific question. I guess that I had been thinking about, I did lose my dear dog suddenly 11 days ago, and it was really bothering me, and I was really wondering about her little soul. So that's the only thing. And then everything else, whatever you two elaborate on would be wonderful.
Okay, what was your dog's name?
Rika, R-I-C-A.
Okay. Sorry for your loss there. That can be...
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, before you have an animal, before I had a dog, I would hear people like yourself, oh, I cried all night because my dog died. And I would think to myself, big deal. Go to the store and get another dog. But pet owners know that they're a member of the family, and it's a very sad thing. But the good news is our souls, dog souls, animal souls, survive the death of these carcasses and repeat, come back and are still around. So maybe Ray will be able to get in touch with Rika. Your 3 songs, Don't Stop, Madness, and Burning Pile. I'm feeling this is a business reading. Is your current work situation crazy and hurtful and hard for you to handle?
It is. I really do enjoy what I do, but it is all those things.
Yeah.
It's all of those things, but I enjoy it.
Yeah. It's madness, right? That's the second, the 3 songs. The first one is your past. The second one is your present. The third one is your future. Madness is current. It's insane, crazy, very difficult to deal with, but it's very, you enjoy it. You're not going to stop doing it. Yeah. That's your first song. Don't Stop. You've been doing it for, I'm seeing 4. You've had this job for 4 years, 4 months. What?
Actually, this year will be 14.
14. Okay. Good. I knew I heard of 4. Yeah. Don't Stop. That's you found something that you really enjoy and that you're good at. It makes you crazy, but that's the way it is. The future, your future song, Burning Pile. I think what this means is there's a lot of garbage in your life, a lot of extra stuff in your life, a lot of baggage, luggage that you're lugging around with you, emotional baggage, people that don't need to be in your life anymore, people that you've outgrown or who have outgrown their usefulness to you, and you're wasting a lot of energy pulling them around with you. Does that land with you in any way?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yes, it does.
Yeah, I think it's time to burn them. Get rid of them. Get rid of the garbage that you don't need anymore. Oftentimes people come into your life for a moment or for a while. They're useful, and then they become toxic to you in some way. And I'm feeling that there are some toxic individuals in your orbit that aren't doing you any good. Is there someone with an initial R? Ron, Ray, something like that?
No, there's definitely that person, but not that initial.
What's the name?
William.
William. What's his middle name?
John Arthur.
Okay. Yeah. William, Bill. Yeah, I think it's time. The universe is telling you to get rid of it. Get rid of the garbage. Cut it loose. Yeah. Don't be afraid. Burn it off. Get rid of it, and you'll be lighter. And the madness that you're going through at work will be a little less mad, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Is this person abusing you at work, or is this just making your life uncomfortable?
Well, I'm seeing the two things as separate, like the work and the person, but you're hitting a lot of nails on the head, though, as far as everything else goes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, well, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing it's time for you to burn away the bad stuff, because, life springs from death. You can't grow and move forward until you get rid of all the extra crap that you don't need anymore. Right? It's too cluttered. Yeah. You need space for new things to grow. That's what I'm seeing. Ray, what do you got?
Let me get your birth date from you and take a look at some.
June 10th.
And
what year?
What's your year?
82.
82?
82.
Okay. There's a bunch of stuff here. I picked this for you. This is the Two of Hearts. It talks about a relationship that you basically are involved around or with, but somebody has interfered. Does that make any sense to you?
I don't think so. Like, what kind of relationship?
It's a friend relationship that there was this particular person right here, the Jack of Clubs. Jack of Clubs talks about someone within the same age group as yourself. There was someone that got in the way of the relationship, some particular way, shape, or form. This person was very attracted to you, and someone kind of pulled him out of the way. Does that make sense at all?
Well, I wouldn't. I'm not sure because I might not have been paying attention, like uninterested.
Okay. Because it just warns of, be careful, like who your friends are. Sometimes they're not always your best of friends. Sometimes they don't always have your back. And you're a very nice person. I think you can't afford to be naive in regards to friends. So check your friends out. And if you don't feel you can trust them, then definitely, kind of put them off to the side. That you have. Was the dog small that you lost? Are you there?
Oh, yeah. You just paused for a second.
I'm sorry?
He wants to know if your dog was small. If Rika
Yeah.
was a small little dog.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm seeing like a little tiny dog here that passed away. Does that make sense to you?
You said a little what dog?
I'm sorry, which?
A little tiny dog is what he's saying. Was Rika a small dog?
She was small. Yeah, she was like just under 20 pounds. About 15 pounds.
About how many pounds?
15 pounds, right?
About 15. Did it have some Labrador in it? Do you know?
No.
No
Well,
lab
I have
mix
a
in it?
Labrador at my feet right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I get a dog around you. I see two dogs. One's a very, very small dog, and the other one is a medium-sized dog. The small dog is like a 9-pound dog. It's not a big dog. And then the other one is the larger dog, which would be like 15, 16 pounds. And I get a sudden death with the dog too. Was this sudden?
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden I'm alive, but all of a sudden, bam, I'm just gone in a nanosecond. But this
Yeah.
dog, you should definitely with Rika give them permission to visit you, because where they go afterwards is they follow your spiritual life. They're around you like guardians, and they don't leave and go away forever. The dogs go to a certain level of soul consciousness, and they stay with you for a very, very, very long, most of your life. So don't forget this dog and the trustworthiness, and I think also the fact that loyalty that this dog had for yourself as well too. But I get a sudden quick death, and it was somewhat accidental. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for your loss. I do see another dog around you, meaning that there's another dog that's going to be coming into your life that is adorable, cute, small dog.
She
Smaller.
said she's got a Labrador at her feet right now. Right? Is that true, Anna?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is it a puppy, though?
No.
No? Okay. Okay. Oh, so you did say yes to the Labrador earlier. Okay. Okay. If you have that dog already, but I see another dog, I have to admit, that someone has a puppy. They're going to be giving you or your family a smaller dog. It's a mix. It's a mix of different kinds of dogs. It's a mutt, basically. But there's a puppy coming as well, too. The Labrador, is it a black Labrador, though?
No. He actually was written down by the vet as being white. He's just really light.
Okay. I don't know what to say about that because I keep seeing a different dog here. So I know with the dog that passed away with Rika, definitely, keep them in your heart for as long as you live because the dogs do stay as spiritual guides to us. They stay with us our whole life. And some of them reincarnate, some of them come back rather quickly. But once again, I have to say, I see a small puppy. Somehow you're going to inherit in the next 3 months a puppy that's coming to you through some people. So keep your eyes and ears open for that one. As far as your personal relationships are concerned, it says to stay in your job situation for the most part right now. Had you thought about getting into management at all?
No, not particularly.
Okay. Because you may be, you may have
I'm
and
very
could have.
introverted.
Sure. But you could have potential for the management career because I keep seeing you calling the shots and calling the orders instead of somebody else telling you what to do.
And that goes to the burning pile too, getting rid of the frustration and kind of taking a lead position.
Do you know who Michael is in your family at all?
Say that again?
Michael?
That's alive or not?
That's past. I'm sorry, alive. My mistake. Alive.
No.
No, Michael. Okay, because it shows someone that you may be working for whose name is Michael. So I don't know if there's a change in your career or change of where you work, but it says someone whose name is Michael becomes your boss. If that's not whose your boss name is right now.
Are you sure you're not watching a rerun of The Office? Could be Michael Scott.
Michael Scott.
Yeah.
Or Back to the Future, Michael J. Fox.
Right.
No.
So be aware that there's something coming up with your career, something happening this coming fall. There's a choice and a change in a different direction. Once again, I'm sorry about your loss, but know that your dog is with you and is totally with you 100%.
Yeah, they stick with you forever.
Ever.
That's the beauty of
Best
dogs.
friends.
Yeah,
Best
thank you.
friends.
Thank you
I
so
really
much for calling,
appreciate
Anna.
you saying that. Like, one thing in particular, when you said, I'll allow her to come visit you, I really appreciate you saying that because
You bet.
I want to make sure she's okay, and by doing that, I think I could have pushed her spirit away. But you saying that has helped me to realize that it's okay to.
I'll say she
let
was
her
she was traumatized by the
come close
death.
to me.
She was traumatized by her death, but she's doing absolutely fine and having fun.
Yeah. Thank you.
And with you.
She's with you always, Anna. Thank you so much for calling. Get rid of your burning garbage and welcome all the puppy energy around you. Thanks so much for calling.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Anna. Boy, so 3 callers, all 4-letter names, all at kind of turning points in their life, right?
Absolutely.
Right? Garrett called first with that amazing UFO experience.
That was profound.
And it sounds like the alien intelligences are asking her to go public with her story and create a book, a movie, something about it.
People that do. I mean, look at the movies that were created and were all inspired from alien abductions.
True stories, right?
So, I mean, she could be sitting on multi-millions of dollars.
Right. We talked to Paige, a 17-year-old girl in New Jersey, and she's got more boys chasing after her that she's not even aware of than anybody.
Everyone's been sniffing her out.
Rick and Tom and David, they're all coming and gunning for her. So I'm seeing, we're both seeing changes in her romantic life. Yeah.
Lots of love stuff going on here.
And our final call, Anna, just had to go through the trauma of losing her puppy, but luckily the puppy Rika is still with her in spirit, very much close. And She's also at a turning point in her life where she may move up the ladder at work. We're seeing that she needs to get rid and burn away some of the excess garbage and live a lighter, more enjoyable life.
Absolutely.
So I think we changed some lives tonight, Ray.
I think so. I think the last we're talking about, she just needs to be with people she can trust and not take things away.
Yeah, not the William guy who's causing her problems. So once again, thanks for joining us here on Psychic Circus. We're here every Saturday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. You can find us on Twitch and on YouTube and on Facebook. We're live, and you can reach us during the week if you'd like at iTunesPsychic@gmail. You could also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at iTunesPsychic. Where can they follow you, Ray? What's your website?
Website up and running. I have a great promise for just talk to the web controller, and it should be up and running in about 2.5 weeks.
He says the exact same thing every week. It's always 2.5 weeks.
No, I've got someone doing it. And we just talk about design, layout, everything. So check in with me in the next couple weeks. Otherwise, you can get me at psychicrayla@yahoo.com.
You know what? We're going to have a website launch party for you, Ray, when it actually happens in the future. So that's it for us this week. Hope you have a wonderful week. We'll see you back here next Saturday for Psychic Circus. Until then, he's Psychic Ray LA. I'm Dr. Lars Digman, the iTunes Psychic. We'll see you in the future.
In the future.